Hey everyone, what's up? I'm the Wiggling Wolf and hope you all are having a good day. This video is going to be a pretty short video. It's going to be on my thoughts on the current state of the Crucible and how it's balanced. And then the second part of the video is going to be on my overall update thoughts. My thoughts on the Crucible balance. Overall, I'm very happy. I still feel like there are some weapons that aren't as usable as others. Basically the lower rate of fire, high impact variants of essentially every archetype of weapon. Except for maybe the pulse rifles. I haven't really gotten a chance to test those out. But every other lower rate of fire, higher impact variant of the primaries feel still a little bit too weak. I would have liked those to have been brought up a little bit more. The Suros regime still doesn't feel usable, at least comparatively, against something like even the Hawk Moon or the Last Word, or any of those generic good weapons. Overall though, I feel like the majority of weapons in general feel usable. Like the Hawksaw's good, the Last Word's still good, Hawk Moon's good, all that good stuff. I just feel like I can use anything to success as long as it's the right archetype of that gun, of the specific type of gun, which I think is fantastic. I think the issues though are the subclasses. I think those still need a lot of balancing. Both the overpowered ones like the Sunsinger, and now kind of the Voidwalker, not so much. I think we need to see how the meta evolves a little bit more for the Voidwalkers, because they're not necessarily overpowered because they still have a Nova Bomb. They don't necessarily have a roaming super. I think the grenade regen though is a little bit too strong. That's my thoughts on the Voidwalkers. I'm still enjoying playing it though. For those of you who don't know, I switched over to being a Warlock. And the underpowered subclasses like the Blade Dancer, the lovely Blade Dancer. If those weren't so poop right now, I would have stayed a Hunter. But since they're kind of poop right now, I am a Warlock. Yeah, I think the subclasses need a lot of looking at. Not only those three. So those are my thoughts on kind of the subclasses. I think those are still pretty unbalanced overall. They're definitely in a better place than year one though, of course. But I think those are what they really need to work on after this point, and then they can go back and kind of just fine-tune the gunplay. Overall, special weapons, these are your sniper rifles, fusion rifles, shotguns, I think feel pretty good. Fusion rifles, while they do feel a lot better, they don't feel like they're in any sort of competitive archetype yet, overall. The archetype's probably the wrong word, but I hope you get what I'm trying to say. They don't feel comparatively to sniper rifles and shotguns, and I wish they did, because fusion rifles are awesome, very unique to Destiny. Thing everyone says, they're fun weapons to use, but I wouldn't use them if I'm going up against like a super sweaty team or anything like that. Sniper rifles, the nerf they got doesn't feel like too much of a nerf at this point. If you'd like me to make a video on how to adjust to the new sniper rifles if you're having trouble, please let me know in the comments below. And I'll make that video. But I've gotten pretty used to them, been doing good work with the longbow. Such a snappy, wonderful sniper rifle. Shotguns are still in the same place, so those feel good. So those are kind of my thoughts on the Crucible balance. Overall, I give it an A. I think they did a really good job. But my overall update thoughts, I have some pros and cons here. I think it's a great amount of content for a free update. I think a lot of people are forgetting that this update is free. I'm super excited for the new guns to grind for, some of which I've already gotten and gotten to have a lot of fun with, like the longbow, as I was saying. And it's a very refreshing update. I'm actually having fun again. For those of you who didn't know, I was kind of getting really burnt out with Destiny, because even outside of YouTube, I play the game a ton. That's an understatement. I love Destiny, but before this little update, it was getting kind of tiresome. But now, just because there's new stuff to use and I feel comfortable using new stuff, just feels so refreshing and good. I don't feel like I'm gonna, because I like to win, right? So I don't feel uncomfortable totally with using the Suros regime. Even though it's not the best gun, it's still usable. You just have to play a little bit smarter with it. Those kind of things. I'm having a ton of fun with it, and it's awesome. Chroma is awesome. I like to do customization stuff. I'd love to see them build more on this chroma concept, even into like armor skins and gun skins and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, overall I'm very pleased with the update. It's free. I think it's a lot of good stuff for a free update, all the new gear and all that stuff. The cons though, not to end on a bad note, there's not a lot of content, but I know it's a free update, so I'm not really pissed about that. But I wouldn't have minded getting a $20 DLC. I know the community might not have really been in a good place for that because we were just so starved for content after that huge, like what, almost half a year drought. I think it'll be enough to satisfy us until we hear about the fall DLC, which I'm assuming we'll hear about at E3. Second con is it's pretty easy to burn through. If you're a more casual player, where you don't like do YouTube and stuff, even if you're a more hardcore player, I would take your time with it. I kind of just grinded to a good light level to be able to do trials. I'm at like 219 right now. My Warlock 218, which equals like I think around 309 for at least comparatively to the old light levels. But yeah, I would take your time with it. If you're starting to really burn through it. Don't be so focused on getting to the top light level. It doesn't really matter. Do the raid when you feel like it. Do prison when you feel like it. Do trials when you feel like it. Like I wouldn't take this update like I gotta burn through it all and get even with everybody else and like get on the same playing field because it's not necessary anymore to do the new light level stuff and all that. I would just take it chill. I'm taking it pretty chill in terms of just like grinding to level up my character. The only thing I'm really grinding for is year 1 legendaries. So yeah. I'm not really too worried about light level. I'll probably get all that through trials. My last con is this one's kind of iffy because we don't really know yet because we haven't really experienced any of the other Prison of Elders challenges. But the first one was a bit too easy. I get it was the first one, so they probably wanted to make it a little bit easy on us to just get our feet wet and get back into the prison. But I'm hoping the next couple are a little bit more difficult. This will come out actually when it resets, so hopefully it is more difficult. Also another con. I wish that they would have brought in those exotics that we've been so desperately clamoring for, at least a couple, not all of them, into this update. I understand they're kind of trying to dangle the carrot and wait until the fall update or fall DLC, but I think the community really would have just totally forgotten about all the sensing issues and all that crap if they would have just said, hey, exotics! Even if it's just like 2 or 3, you know, like it didn't have to be like a whole suite of new exotics if it was just like a couple. That's kind of last con. But yeah, overall, I'm really enjoying the update, and I hope you guys are too. If you are, let me know in the comments below, and also let me know if you've gotten any dope year 1 weapons. Thank you guys for watching. I was the Wiggling Wolf, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.